Alrighty, ArtCast podcast coming at you. Working on the next portrait. Yeah, the Elvira Portrait really it broke a barrier for me, and now it's like more painting of the people. As I was painting Elvira, I was trying to think. It's like, oh, who do I paint next? And like during the day, I grind on motors, like pool motors and pool filters, and my interactions with people is to a minimum. So I like to have my headphones in. When I have my headphones in, I think of something like how to write comedy and how to write jokes, and just let the algorithm take care of the rest, because my hands will be greasy. I don't want to touch my phone. I'm constantly looking for videos, so I just kind of pick a subject and let YouTube do its thing. And I think probably not last November, but the November before last, I looked up, how to write jokes, because I wanted to do stand-up comedy in the before times. And it's like, I listened to people like Joe Rogan and Mama's Basement, and they tell the stories about having to put in the work and actually write. So that's what I put in, and the algorithm brought me to a NanoWrMo video, and that was Jenna Moreci's. Sorry, I can't roll my R's. That was her video, and she doesn't participate in NanoWrMo. I really don't either. I tried last year, but I kind of went into it knowing it's just like, hey, I create my content, I work full time, writing 50,000 words for me, it's probably not going to happen. But I took elements from that. She had a well-balanced video. She didn't completely rip on it. She's just like, every month for me is NanoWrMo. That's why I don't talk about it, because it's no big thing. But she did explain it, and kind of the merits behind it, and I really dug the concept, and I tried as much as I could. I think I got 7,000 words on a short story that I attempted, but then all my other projects just kind of snowballed on me. But because of that video and her videos after that, I really started focusing on my blog content instead of like on my website. I would just make a video, throw it on a post, and then throw it out there. And that doesn't help you with Google search results, because all the web crawlers, they have no content to associate. They just know there's a video on your thing. So it's helped my website just exponentially. And I got to thinking, it's like, it's November, I need to focus on writing. I started thinking about Jenna Moreci and Meg Latour and all the videos that came through my head about writing, and I was like, next portraits, I should do, the YouTubers that influence me, that help me out with my channel, and put them on my main channel, because, I got the Breaking Arts and Music group, people that follow my WordPress, and it's like, I could share all these, titans of wisdom with you guys, which is great. So I think we're gonna do that. That's how we're gonna do the portraits from now on. I think the next one I do is probably gonna be Zip Trader Charlie. That's what I'm planning. And then Isaac Arthur. I got an endless list of people that we could paint portraits of. Now, I don't sell these portraits, anything like that. These are just for me to practice, and I give copies to the creators. I don't care. What else? Oh yeah, the painting itself. So in the process, when I did the Elvira painting, I wanted to focus on value, not color value, just light and dark. So I just and I used the eyedropper tool. I used training wheels. I just wanted to see if I can block in the shapes, get the shadows right, and then try to drop a color layer over top, and I think it turned out awesome. So I kind of came up with a plan for all these portraits to progress. You know, this one on Jenna's, I wanted to focus is like, okay, this time, last time we did just values. This time, let's do color values. And I try to select as much as possible my own colors, what I thought the color was on the color chart, and then I would contrast and compare. And then after a while, you know, I kind of adjust it, meet somewhere in the middle, so you know it doesn't look like mud. You know, not quite perfect on my color selection yet, but as I did this part of the process, it got better and better. And then I tried a different technique. I did like a basic outline, and then I tried to block in the shapes themselves. I know like people like Jay Hansen, they'll do, you know, a sketch not even over top, just off to the side. You know, find the basic geometry using line. I forget what they call that, and then build up from there. I'm using a different method of just trying to block in the shape. And then once again, you know, you could spend forever. You know, the point of learning is to learn, and you got half of a painting done. Now finish it up, move on to the next one, because I know I see in a lot of groups people get discouraged that they're not finishing anything. They get it wrong, and then they throw the piece out. For me, the way my ADD brain works, it's like, okay, we're gonna set aside, you know, an hour to 2 hours, you know, to practice the fundamentals, and then we're gonna finish the piece and move on to the next one. You know, and this is working out well. On this one, I'm 3 hours in on Jenna and Butters here, and I feel like I'm about 3 hours ahead of where I was on the Elvira one. What I learned from the Elvira quickly translated into the next one, and I'm already looking forward to moving next. And pretty much how this works on the ArtCast channel is more in depth of the technical stuff, and then when a portrait is complete on the BAM VFX main channel, I'm going to talk more about the creator. These process videos, ArtCast podcast, I'm going to put, they're going to be, you know, for the bridge crew over on the Patreon, or you'd be able to find them yourself on the website as well. But they're going to be unlisted videos until the portrait is complete, you know, for a few reasons. You know, got in trouble with Instagram because of redundant tags and text, because, you know, I had like 8 posts of Elvira, and you know, that's kind of creepy. You know, I wasn't thinking about how that could be perceived. You know, it is long process, especially working full time. You know, I could definitely, you know, get a portrait done in a day, but working full time and also making the videos and everything else, it's got to stretch out, you know, over the course of a week. You know, I get 3 or 4 hour stretches to work, which another thing, not to ADD brain going off to jump subject, this is interesting too with my workflow, because now I like at night I work on the portrait, and then you know, I do the day job, and before, you know, I go live on Twitch again and paint, I edit the video for the next day. And this right now, because I'm about ready to jump back into doing the portrait again, is priming my brain and reinforcing what I did the night before. So I am actually pretty stoked, pretty excited about that. Yeah, what else is there to say? I'll leave a link for this one to the first Jenna video I saw, the NanoWrMo video. Write the book. I know just about everybody I know in the creative community, you know, says they want to write a book. Just get started on it. And this month, you know, I went back to focusing on writing my blog content. And it's like, hey, along the way, over this next year, instead of, you know, pressuring like all in 1 month, if I just, you know, set aside 10-15 minutes a day, I could do an outline of just kind of a book. And I'm just thinking real basic right now, just kind of, you know, my art journey. So, you know, in a couple of years, just constantly tweak on it, put little blurbs of the thoughts and the feelings, and go from there. But I don't think I'm what they would call a pantser, being the seat of your pants. You know, I think I'll work on an outline. It's like if I were to write an art book of my experience, how am I going to outline that? I'll start from there and then just pick at the little pieces of the outline in the meantime. And then, you know, in a few years, you know, it'll be a lot simpler to write a book than having to, you know, put all the artwork on hold. And it was like, I gotta write a book, guys. Like, is it Rafi Akli? He didn't put things on hold. Rafi wrote a book, and he just seemed extremely overstressed and stressed out. And, you know, for me, I'm moving ahead with my creativity, and I know years down the line, when I'm doing this full time, I'll probably reach the point where I want to write a book. And if I just have, you know, kind of a log and diary, I could dissect and put things together versus trying to spin all those plates at once. Spinning plates, it's not good for you. Outside of that, I'll let the robot lady sign you off. My progressive, you know, photos, instead of posting on Instagram and Facebook, that's all going to the Patreons, and you can see the polished work on everything else whenever it's done. And then, you know, check out BAM VFX main channel and BAM VFX art. That's where you get the vlog content like this. But yeah, robot lady will tell you the rest. Outside of that, you be the best you that you could be. Take it easy. Later.
Congratulations, you made it to the end of the video. Check out BAM VFX web zone at bamvfx.com. There you can find links to all the BAM VFX channels. BAM Dailies, BAM VFX Art, BAM Dailies Gaming. Thank you, you wonderful human. Please press the subscribe button now and then proceed to clicking the bell. Consider becoming a member of the Bridge Crew by joining the Patreon. There you can get early access to content and also receive giveaways. Thank you kindly. Laters.